Hey, y'all. What is going down? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Welcome. We are about to get our healing on. We are going to heal through seduction. We are going to be in community and we're going to get this thing going. All right, y'all just put a 555 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. Make sure I am moving in real time and all of that jazz. Hello, Selena. Hi. How are you, darling? Okay, I know at least one person can hear me. Okay. Cool. So let's talk about the intention for tonight. Tonight, I want us to focus on reconnecting with our body. I want us to focus on what it means to have support. That has been on my mind very heavy lately. What it means to think about support as the strong one, support as the person who is always in the position to nurture others, support as the person who's the caregiver, and what it means to evolve. And for some of us, that evolution will require us to surrender to receiving help. So before I even get started, y'all know I love to make sure that this is a beautiful, intimate connection. And the only way to truly be intimate with other people is to communicate. So my intention is to offer a space of healing tonight. My intention is to encourage you to support yourself, to let the inner child play for a while, to focus on seduction. Hey, everybody, that's my intention. So tell me in the chat, we've got so much to cover, but tell me in the chat what made you come tonight or today if you're Dimity and it's daytime for you. What is your intention? What are you hoping to experience by the end? Okay, we've got Selena, Mailbox, Casey, Dimity, and Selena. Y'all let me know. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me know in the chat what are you hoping to experience by the end of our time together? Hey, Jasmine. Are you hoping to feel grounded? Hey, Keisha, are you hoping to feel like Keisha? I love this, feeling closer to freedom. Okay. Looking for that guided support. Okay. The reconnection. Perfect. You're in the right place. Yes. We'll see what other people have to say here. Okay, my brand, that Healing Through Seduction brand of reconnection. I know that is right. Wholeness through self-expression. Perfect. Hey, CC. Okay, hoping to show up for yourself, hoping to breathe deeply. Come on and lower those shoulders. Yes, because for a lot of us, holding our breath, having our shoulders up high, it is a sign of us being in fight or flight when nothing is happening. When nothing harmful, I should say, is happening to us. And even if we are going through a transformation, we can do hard things. That's the other thing I want us to think about. We can do hard things. Okay, come on, good Black girl. I'm glad you caught this live too. Okay, reconnect to the mothership. All right. Okay, and the reason why I love to ask this question first is because, again, I want to be a good lover to you. I don't want to just be on autopilot with y'all, but I also want you to be a good lover back to me. So that means you cannot be on, autopilot. And I'm going to ask you not to be a pillow princess. Okay, I'm going to need you to throw it back at me. Okay, meaning I want you to be in charge of your transformation tonight. All right, let's put, what's a good word we can put in the chat to mothership. Okay, let's put mothership. If you are committed to throwing it back to make sure you get your transformation with me tonight. Okay, mothership. Let's get it going. Let's get this thing going. Okay, perfect. Yes, okay. this is what I feel called to focus on tonight. I'm going to ask you all to grab a beautiful chair or a scarf. I'm feeling like I want us to tap into using an object like a scarf or a chair, or if you're on your couch, that can be your prop tonight. And we're going to really tap into a mixture of a healing through seduction ritual with kind of like some burlesque inspired movement. And there's nothing more burlesque than a chair dance or using a beautiful prop. And we're going to have this chair or this couch, or even if you have like a towel or a pillow, I just want something that represents support for you tonight. So let me know in the chat, are you grabbing a chair? Are you sitting on a couch? Are you grabbing a pillow, a scarf? What's going to be your fun prop for tonight? We're going to get this thing going. And while you all are grabbing everything that you might need, I also encourage you to light a candle, light some Palo Santo if you have it. Just, making sure your space feels nice. Okay. Grabbing, oh my goodness, the erotic body came through as well. We got everybody here tonight. What's up, y'all? Okay. We've got some scarves. We got a chair. Okay. Now, let's talk about something very important before we begin. You better have some grapes. Put OG in the chat if you have been to Healing Through Seduction before. Yes, Rose Candle. Put new if this is your first time. Let's see what we've got going on in here. Okay, so for the new people, I'm going to be taking you on a beautiful journey. And by the way, hello, my name is Pearl Noir. Hi, everybody. Pearl Noir here for the new people. Pearl Noir here. And I could go on and on about my receipts, but I would love to introduce you to my power just by letting you feel it. As you can see, we have a lot of people who have been in the community for many years, so you are in good hands. But I'll tell you briefly, I am the founder of Healing Through Seduction. I am a true burlesque icon. I'm not a burlesque performer. I'm a burlesque icon, okay? Just received the Living Legend Award for my status. And part of the reason why I'm legendary and iconic is because I have been deemed royal from my ancestors to do this healing work. And the powerful medium they chose for me to use is the art of burlesque. All right. And I'm going to give you some of my pearls of wisdoms. I'm going to walk you through this journey, but I am not a spiritual advisor and I'm not a therapist. So with that being said, I want you to honor your boundaries by trusting your body. So if I say something that you don't agree with, release it, right? And trust that. Trust whatever your body is saying, okay? Are we all going to honor our boundary? Just put 888 in the chat if we are now making the decision to honor our boundaries, honor our body tonight. Okay, all right, let me see those eights. Transformation, perfect, 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 perfect. The last thing I'll say, and then I want us to get on into this vibe, is of course, this is a free offering. But if you want to do tips or goddess offerings at the end, if you feel the transformation, feel free to do so. The other thing you can do is also just share my power with a loved one at the end of this. All right. So that is pinned for y'all. Let's get into it. Amen. Yes. Okay. Give her things. All right. Let's see here. We are going to release any lingering guilt, any lingering cultural wounds, any lingering religious abuse wounds, any shyness wounds, any wounds that might be there that may be stopping us from living out loud, that may be stopping us from truly living in our power due to guilt, due to a lack of boundaries with self. due to telling ourselves that we don't have the time, or we need to put other people ahead of us. So when we get into this ritual now, as I open up these doors, the first thing I'm going to do is call on the sensual energy into the room. Even though we are here online, we will feel each other's power. And there's nothing more powerful than being in community with one another. I'm going to do some energy work here. We're going to call on the power of our creative, sensual, aligned ancestors, and we're going to ask them for support. And then I'm gonna talk you through it, honey. I'm gonna talk you through this thing. I'm going to encourage you to live out loud. I'm going to encourage you to use your chair, use your candle, use your grapes, whatever you have. I'm going to ask you to tap into the art of burlesque and use your imagination, which is your inner child energy. We're going to tap into burlesque and seduction by understanding seduction is about trusting. Burlesque is about trusting yourself. All right. So feel free in this moment to stand up, sit down, lay down. As we connect with this powerful, powerful, powerful energy. Yes, here we go. All right. Take up a moment to just be silent and take up space. I'm going to adjust my lighting here. Just be still and quiet. Trusting that you don't always have to move. You don't always have to be on the go. You are allowed to be still. Let's breathe in. A gentle moan out. And it's really important, those of you who are new to this space, it's important to hear yourself moaning because we are unlocking the throat chakra, right? So we want the body to understand that this is a moment where we are focusing on our desires and we are letting our body know that this is about pleasure. This is about being playful. This is about unlocking ourselves. So let's breathe in. A gentle moan out. Allow yourself to pose. Change your pose. And gently grab whatever prop you have. If it's a candle, just allow yourself to watch the fire dancing. Let's breathe in. A gentle moan out. Once you feel ready, I want you to gently move your hand, putting it in the receiving position. Gently breathing on the hand. Seducing with your own gentle energy, your own gentle breath. And once you're ready, gently caressing whatever item you're holding. If it's a candle, just hover above the flame. Gently caressing. Breathing in, a gentle moan out. Keep caressing. Breathing. In this moment, I want you to balance your item with one hand while you move your hips, thrusting if that feels good to you, or just gently caressing the root chakra. So that's the source of life between the thighs. Moving like a wave. Feeling free to switch hands. Just moving freely with this item, making sure that you don't drop it. And if you do, gently pick it back up. Breathing in, moaning out. Keep going. Adding a little more drama to your movements. See yourself moving like a wave. Gently touching your skin with the item. If you are still dancing with the candle, allow yourself to mirror the flame with your movement or your breathing. Yes. I want you to gently put your item down. And allow yourself now to sit on that chair or your couch, your bed. Gently placing the hands on the thighs or the knees and just moving them back and forth as slowly as possible. So grazing with palms down and feeling free to explore with the palms up. Moving the hands, scratching, pinching, tickling, whatever feels good. Allow yourself to explore the different senses here. Let's breathe in. A deeper moan out. Allow your body to hear you speak when no one else is around. Pause. Gently bringing the hands together, rubbing them as slow as possible, and breathing. Allowing yourself to feel the different sensations, understanding that in this moment, you are in charge of what you feel and what you're thinking. Understanding that the only way you are truly going to show up for those you love and for the world is if you allow yourself to seduce yourself in this moment. Rubbing the hands faster while blowing. Going as fast as you can until your hands are too hot to touch. Clap. And as we end this exercise, I want to invite you to blow on that finger, one finger, and allow it to be a magical wand or a pen, and write a beautiful grounding message on your body or on that item that you held. And offer your body gratitude. And let me know when you are back in the chat. Taking your time. Okay, Pamela's back. Pamela, how are you feeling? I see some people dancing, so I'm hoping that's a good sign. Eden, how are you doing? Good Black girl, how are y'all feeling? What did your body experience in this moment? Casey, One Village, Regina, let me know how y'all are feeling. You felt a release? What type of release was it? You have that gratitude. Casey felt a deep rest and grounding. Perfect. So sometimes there are so many powerful things we want to do, but we are feeling numb because we're not coming back to center. We are doing things like watching the news, and we want to be informed, but we want to understand that that is designed to keep us numb, to keep us on autopilot. A community cannot actually make change unless they are poured into. And I know who I attract. And so I wanted you to have this moment where you had someone pour into you and you also poured into yourself. So I see tears of joy. That's beautiful. For me, that's usually an orgasmic tear. Dance with spirit and it felt so good. Yes. Okay. You let go of some weight. Yes. And you were held, it sounds like, by the ancestors. Yes. Tears, a breakthrough of release, feeling lighter. Come on, primal. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Back to your power. Yes, 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 yes. You are loved. Yes, 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 yes. It felt like healing balm. Perfect. So when I say we are healing through seduction, when we think of seduction and what we have been taught is so limited. Usually it's evil, it's about manipulation, or it's about falling in love with someone. And what we have to understand that no one's going to be able to seduce us without creating an environment of trust first. And so I'm asking you to heal yourself through self trust. I'm asking you to give yourself consent daily. And I'm asking you to prioritize yourself and to break free of any sort of brainwashing that you know you need to break free of. Struggling to be present and trusting the process. I think that's a beautiful thing to recognize because now you know exactly what might be your block. And I want you and everyone else to understand we have to give ourselves grace because not only are you attracted to me because you want to heal parts of yourself for you, your inner child, your diva, and your higher self, but your ancestors most likely brought you here, right? And we have to understand that when we are healing our lineage. So I invite you to try this again on your own. You know, this is some new food for you and understand the infancy of this type of healing for you. And remember that, you know, babies eat with their hands first and we don't judge that. Let me know if that was helpful to you. If that was helpful to anyone, let me know. The other thing to consider is we have to come back to these type of practices over and over again, the same way the body requires food and water over and over and over again. And we don't get to the point to where we judge when we're hungry again. We do not judge when we're thirsty again. We delight in it. And so I was born to help you find a delight in coming back home to your body over and over again. And I want to know what came up for you all while you were holding your item and you never let it go. Feel free to share in the chat. And I'm going to scroll up and just look at some of your messages here. Okay, it felt easy for me to drop in and reconnect to myself in this way. That's beautiful because we've been working together for a while. Come on, Cancer New Moon. Okay. And listen, Pamela, then you are in the right place. The OGs will tell you some of these people who are here I've worked with between 2 and 10 years. So that's also the part of healing and living out loud is finding and actively doing your part to seek out connections and community where no one's trying to humble you. Yes, okay. You felt a reconnection while holding it. Selena says, I can handle so much. I can balance with softness. Yes. Casey said, I felt supported while holding my item. Yes, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Regina, just as much as I was holding my item, it was holding me as well. Yes. What I wanted us to experience tonight was a truth. We have been conditioned at some point, someone who loved us deeply was afraid for us, and they decided to shrink the spirit in us that trusted our power unconditionally, that knew our assignment unconditionally, that loved ourselves and the world unconditionally, the part of us that spoke to trees without feeling crazy, the part of us that believed without feeling crazy. And they loved us and they wanted to protect us. And in protecting us, they taught us not to trust ourselves. Hello? Is anyone here? And what I wanted you all to feel in that moment is a truth, which is if you are able, with your limited human experience and knowledge, if you were able to cradle an item without letting it go, what do you think your spiritual team is doing? What do you think your body can do for you? What do you think your mind can do for you? What do you think your dreams can do for you? So the next time you feel out of alignment, the next time you feel that disconnect, the numbness, I want you to come back to this healing through seduction ritual. And all you have to do is pick up an item. If you're at work, just pick up your cup and just say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to let this go. I got me. I got me. And so the item can represent your inner child, your diva, your higher self, you know? So I will open the floor now for questions. See how y'all are feeling. I'm not going to hold y'all long. Just want to come in. I'm so happy to hear that this was helpful. Thank you to the OGs for coming through, and thank you to the new people as well. So feel free, if you have any questions or if you have any reflections you want to share with the group, feel free to put them in. If I don't see any questions, I'll go ahead and end this live. I'm not going to hold y'all long. I am going to put this tip thing in here one more time, just in case. And let's see, let me scroll up. Yes, Black Leaves. Yes, the music is very important. Yes, I'm glad, Dimity. I'm glad. Hello from ROI. Yes, hi. I'm glad this healing is right on time. Okay. I was just at the Millionaire Summit and it was so beautiful getting a chance to open up that summit every day with my rituals. Some of y'all have done these rituals with me many times, and also doing my Pearls of Wisdom segment. And it's so funny, y'all. I was thinking about re-releasing my Pearls of Wisdom book. I did a 30-day affirmation book about 10 years ago. And my friend at Hello Seven, she didn't even know that. And I did not even know, Pamela, I didn't even know until I saw the pictures that it said Pearls of Wisdom behind me. I said, so we're just going to bring this thing back. We're just going to bring this thing on back. Let's see. Okay, I was feeling super uncomfortable. How long does it normally take to overcome that? With those who have worked with you, it just depends. And you know what we want to also honor is that perhaps this particular ritual wasn't for you. I love caviar, but some people don't, right? And so once you find that you don't like the caviar, it's like, okay, well, I'll try something else. So it could be that this wasn't the ritual for you. It could be that the uncomfortable energy is showing you where you maybe are still afraid. And for me, I like when people feel that disconnect when they first work with me, because it's also proof and evidence to you to say, oh, okay, even though I'm by myself, I'm still shrinking. So that as my coach Rachel Rogers would say, it's like, well, now you know that if it's something in you, then you can definitely fix it, you know? So hopefully that feels good to you. Okay, that resonates. Okay. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Yes, conditioning. Yes, the man. Yes, capitalism. All the reasons we tell ourselves we're not focusing on our healing journey. But in order to actually evolve in anything, we have to be willing to accept our role in the evolution. And my advice is to continue connecting with me. Have you had a chance to sign up for my free email course? Let me grab that link for you. So with the email course, you'll get 5 emails from me every day, and it'll just give you a nice little prompt. And then, of course, keep coming to my classes. I think I'm going to continue to do these on Thursdays. I'll say, let me know in the chat. Should we continue the Pearls of Wisdoms weekly? Okay, so anybody who wants to connect with me and you're, not quite ready, try this email course. Okay, y'all would like me to do YouTube more. Okay, how does it feel, especially my OGs? How are you liking working with me on the YouTube? I like to start out with something like this to where, sometimes when people are on camera, you start getting paranoid, you start feeling self-conscious, or you start comparing. So I just like these platforms where no one can see anyone but me. Just make sure you stay grounded. Okay, Selena, you like this too? Okay, cool. If you want to spoil us, I do want to spoil you. Well, Casey, you know that darn the Zoom will just see you. Did you hear? Did anybody hear the confirmation bell? It happens every time. Like my energy, sometimes Zoom is like, I can't do it. It's too much power in here. And then the people I attract as well. Okay, let me scroll up. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Just Jazzy Love, I'm so happy this is your first session. I hope you'll come back. Y'all are saying yes to a book. Yes, I feel like I'm gonna bring it back out. The little pal. Oh, somebody sent me a tip. Okay, y'all, thank you. I heard a little tip sound. Let me put that back in here because Miss Honey does want her tips and offerings. Okay, go on and give your girl her goddess offerings, and any amount is perfect. It doesn't have to be a large amount. This is also just me practicing my own way of stepping into my power and honoring that every time I offer transformation, I should be paid. Right. So I'm also showing you what it looks like to stand in your power every time you show up. Daphne, when'd you get in here, honey? I must have missed you. You've been in here this whole time? Okay. Do we have any other questions? Let's do a recap. So here's your beautiful Healing Through Seduction assignment for the rest of the week. All right. Every time you are holding a cup, every time you are holding an item, every time you're sitting down on something, I want you to just pause. Even if you're with other people, you can pause and take an intentional breath. I want you to be mindful of when you are in fight or flight. You'll feel that because you'll notice that you're holding your breath. You'll notice how tight you are. And I want you to seduce yourself with every breath you take. I want you to seduce yourself by sitting down with intention, right? Don't just plop down. I want you to ooze. I want you to ooze when you sit down. If that doesn't feel aligned, one of the first ways I trained myself to heal through seduction, you have to remember, I was my first client. Dimity, I believe we did this together. Every time I had something to drink and every time I had something to eat, I said something empowering, something seductive to myself. So this is a beautiful way. One might call it manifesting also. But instead of manifesting a car or a house or a relationship with someone else, instead of manifesting something that's about, or connected to how other people are going to see you, we're going to focus on manifesting our dream connection with self, our dream connection with our spiritual team, our ancestors, and all that jazz. Who is going to do the assignment? Just put me in the chat so you can take accountability for yourself. Okay. All right. Jazzy Love, perfect. Okay. Which one are y'all going to do? Are you going to do the one where every time you eat or drink? Or are you going to do it with every time you sit down or hold something? You're very welcome. When you drink something, yeah, it feels good too. So Casey, make sure when you're drinking that you actually like slow down, and when you all are eating that you seduce yourself by slowing down and allow yourself to actually feel the water or whatever you're drinking going down. Hey Lottie baby, letting it go down your throat and like offering the body gratitude, like, oh, thank you, like really go for it. Okay, you're gonna do all the above. Okay, perfect. Yes. Oh, yes, Dimity. I thought we did this together. Yeah, it does feel like you're watering a plant. The plant is you. All right. Okay. I don't see any questions. Again, those of you, let me share the link for the email course one more time, and also the link to send me any tips or goddess offerings. Thank you to everyone who has sent. I hear the little chiming in the background. That's for the email course. Those of you who are new, you want to dive deeper. And if you want to send a goddess offering or a tip for the transformation that you have already experienced with me, go ahead and leave that. And I will come back. All right. Feel free to check in with me on Instagram. Please share this recording if you felt good about it. Once I end this stream, it should come back up right away. All right. Thank y'all so much. Please tell people about me. Don't keep me to yourself. I'm on a mission to impact millions. I've already done the international power, and now I want to have healing through seduction be a global experience. So I want y'all to help me if you feel called to do so. All right. Thank y'all so much. I'm off. I'm clocking out until Tuesday. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend ahead. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.